Hello students, today we'll do voice. Voice are two types, active and passive. Generally, in the exam, we have the question of changing active into passive voice. But before we start it, I would like to tell you what is active voice and what is passive voice. Look, subject is directly related to verb in active voice. If the voice is active, then subject is directly related to verb, यानी subject का relation directly verb से होता है. But in a passive voice, subject does not have direct impact on verb. It means it is opposite of it. To recognize the sentence, how will you get to know that the sentence is active voice or passive voice? Verb becomes passive in the passive voice. Okay. You are to note that always V3 is used in passive voice. Always V3 means third form of verb is used in passive voice. Next, when we change active into passive voice, form of verb gets changed. What we are to do? We are to change the verb when we change active voice into passive voice. Now, we know that we are to change the verb, but how? How will we change? Here are some set of rules. Rules to change verb in assertive sentence. Assertive means simple sentences, affirmative and negative both. The rules are V1 or V1 plus SOES. It is used in present indefinite tense and it changes into is MR. If in active voice V1 is given or V1 plus S or ES is given, we will put is MR helping verb in the passive voice. If it is V2, V2 means second form of verb. If in active voice we have second form of verb, then we use was or were in the passive voice. If it is will or shall, in which tense it is used? Future indefinite tense. If it is will or shall in the active voice, it becomes will be or shall be in the passive voice. If we were plus ing is there, V1 plus ing is doing, coming, going, this form, ing form. Okay, if V1 plus ing is used, it is used with either is MR or with was were. The helping verb will remain the same. If it is M or R or if it is was or were, we will take this much is MR or was were, but is ing form changes into being. It will become being, BEING. Then if we have has or have in the active voice, then in passive voice we use has been or have been. If we had in active voice, then in passive voice will use had been. Okay. Will have or shall have changes into will have been or shall have been. So this was the rules to change the verb, actually to change the helping verb in passive voice. Now the changed helping verbs are used according to the changed subject. These are the changed helping verbs because we know this change into this. So these are changed helping verbs and these changed helping verbs are used according to the changed subject. Now why do we say changed subject? Because when we make passive voice, then the subject becomes object and the object becomes subject. Subject becomes object and object becomes subject. If in the active voice subject was Ram, it will become object in passive voice. Okay, look here. I have given you an example. Mohan posted the letter. This is active voice and in this active voice subject is Mohan, posted is verb, the letter is object. It was active voice. Now I told you that we changed subject into object and object into subject. What was the object? The letter. And in passive voice I used the letter. It became the subject here. Then posted. Posted is V2. It means second form of verb. And look here, V2, second form of verb is changed into was or were. So I used was because the letter is singular and with singular we use was. If it was Mohan posted the letters, then the letters were. Clear? Then posted, because I told you always V3 is used in passive voice. Always third form of verb is used in passive voice by Mohan. Mohan was subject, we made it object. This way we change subject into object. Yes, rules to change pronouns. By now, the sentence I told you was having a noun. But you know, in all the sentences we don't have nouns. In some sentences we have pronouns as well. I hope you know what are pronouns. The words that are used in place of nouns are pronouns. So, the pronouns how will be changed into objects. Look, these are the pronouns I, we, you, he, she and they. These are the pronouns. Now, these are in the subject form. If we find any of these pronouns in the sentence as a subject, then they need to be changed in the object. So, how will be changed? I will be changed into me, we will be changed into us, you will remain the same, you. He will be changed into him, she will be changed into her, they will be changed into them. You will have to learn this table, that what pronoun as a subject is changed as a object. Now look at the sentences. First I will take one sentence having noun and then I will take one sentence having pronoun. The mother manages the house. The mother is subject, manages verb, the house object. And this was active voice. When I am to change it into passive voice, what am I to do? To make object subject and to change subject into object. So the first work, object, the house, it is taken as the subject, the house. It became the subject. Then it was manages. It means V1 plus S or ES. So if it was V1 plus S or ES, it will become is, am or are. So the house is singular, so I took is. Then managed, third form of manage, because I told you that always V3, it means third form of verb is used in the passive voice. Then by will be used and the mother was subject, it will be changed into object. So the mother manages the house will become the house is managed by the mother. Clear? Now look, it was the mother, noun. I took a sentence of pronoun I. I is pronoun. I do not know the reason of his coming. Now I is subject, do not know is verb, the reason of his coming is object. So the reason of his coming, it was object, I took it as a subject. Do not know, it means V1, so is will be used. Is, do not will take note, is not. No, third form of no is known. Then by will be used and I will be changed into me. As I told you, I will be changed into me. So I do not know the reason of his coming will become the reason of his coming is not known to me. It was all about the simple sentences. Now we'll do how to change active voice of interrogative sentence into passive voice. Look, the first thing is helping verb is used before the new subject. New subject. New subject means the subject which was object earlier and we made it the subject because we are to change the voice. So the new subject helping verb is used before the new subject. Look here, it was simple sentence. The house is. This is helping verb and it is used after the subject. But if the sentence is interrogative, then helping verb will be used before the new subject. If the sentence starts with helping verb, do, does or did. Helping verbs is, am, are, was, were, will, shall, has, have, had. If these are used to make the sentence interrogative, or do, does or did is used to make the sentence interrogative. So if the sentence starts with helping verb or do, does, did and this type of interrogative sentence is there and we are to make it passive voice, then what will we do? We will use helping verb before the subject as we generally do in the interrogative sentences. Look here, did Sita paint the picture? Did Sita paint the picture? The question is interrogative. Question is interrogative. So did was there and paint. We will see the verb. Did is V2. So if V2 is there, which word will be used? V2 is changed into was verb. So was or were. The picture will come as the subject. It is singular. So with singulars we use was. So it will become was the picture. Then third form of paint, painted by Sita. Did Sita paint the picture? Was the picture painted by Sita? Next type of interrogative sentence. If the sentence starts with WH words. You know WH words. The words that generally start with WH. We say it WH family as well. When, why, where, who, whom, how also. So this is WH word. If the sentence starts with WH words, the passive voice starts with the same WH word. Okay. Here what did we do in the beginning? That if it started with helping verb, then we took helping verb in the beginning. But if there is WH word in the beginning of the sentence, we will take the same WH word for making the passive voice. Helping verb is used just after the WH word. It means we will start with WH word and just after it we will take the helping verb. Look, why do you not help him? Why do you not help him? Now this is interrogative and starting with WH word. So what rule I told you? That we will take the same WH word in the beginning. Why it came here? Do you not help him? Then him. Him will become he as this. Him was the past. He is the subject case and him is the object case. Now it was as object and we are to take it the subject, then we will take he. So why he? Now with he, what do we use? Out of is, am, are, because here it is V1, first form of verb. So if first form is there, we will take is, am or are, and along with he we take is. So it will become, why is he not helped V3 by you? I told you, you comes the same. Okay, you is not changed in the subject or object case. So it remains the same. Why do you not help him? Why is he not helped by you? Now, if the sentence starts with who, I told you WH family, but the rule for change of who is quite different. Passive voice starts with by whom. Otherwise, it will be used with the same WH word, but if it starts with who, then the passive voice will start with by whom. Look, who taught you French? It starts with who. So who will be changed into by whom and it will be taken the very beginning. By whom. Then taught. Helping verb. V2. If V2 is there, was verb. Because we are to take you as the subject, then you. If you is there, we take what. By whom were you taught French? Clear? Next is sentences with modals. You know what are modals? Modals or the auxiliary verbs which are used as helping verbs. So I hope you remember, because only last week we did it. The modals are will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, ought to. These are the modals. Modals do not change in passive voice, only carry be along with them. If there is any modal in place of helping verb, then it will not be changed, it will not be removed, it will remain the same but carry be along with it, because this is the rule. If it was can, it will be can be. If it was could, it will be could be. If it was may, it will be may be. If it was shall, then it will be shall be. Anybody can do it easily. Anybody can do it easily. Now, it is the object. It can be. Can will carry be. It can be. Third form of do is done. Easily will take along with the verb by anybody. So anybody can do it easily. It can be done easily by anybody. You may go. You may solve it. It may be solved by you. Okay. You shall post this letter. This letter shall be posted by you. Clear? Next is passive voice with preposition. Here it is omission of by. By now, as many sentences as we did, I told you always we will use by along with the object. But in this type of sentences, we omit by. We do not use by, and instead of by, we use some preposition. In some sentences, preposition is used in place of by. Look, this jug contains milk. What should be simply? Milk is contained by this jug. No, this is wrong. Milk is contained in this jug, because we know with contain in preposition is used. So we should know what preposition is used with what verb. So accordingly we will use. Now sentences with two objects. By now we did the sentences that had one object, but now we'll do the sentences having two objects. Sometimes a sentence has two objects. So because the sentence is having two objects, the rule to change it into passive voice is also divided into two. It means there are two rules how to change this type of sentences into passive voice. Look, some sentences carry two objects. These sentences can be changed into passive voice two ways. There are two ways to change these sentences into passive voice. Let me tell you. Look here. First, we'll look the sentence. My father gifted me a pen. Me is an object. A pen is an object. Now you will say, how do we know that there are two objects? Look, a pen is removed. My father gifted me. Sentence is complete. You can change it into passive voice. What will it become? My father gifted me. I was gifted by my father. Look, it was an object. Now remove me. My father gifted a pen. Now a pen is object. A pen was gifted by my father. So both are objects. Because the sentence is having two objects, so we have two rules to change it. Look, first I made, I was gifted a pen by my father. I took this the object. You know, there are two types of objects. One is direct object and the other one is indirect object. Do you know the difference? You studied it in 7th class. Hope you remember. No. Okay, let me tell you. If the object is a thing, then it is a direct object. If the object is a person, then it is indirect object. Okay, because this is a thing, so this is direct object. This is a person, so this is indirect object. Now, I was gifted a pen by my father. Here, me. this indirect object is taken as the subject. I was gifted a pen by my father. Then I took a pen, direct object. A pen was gifted to me by my father. What the difference? Look, the rule is if direct object is taken, to is used before indirect object. If direct object is taken, a pen, I took a pen, it is taken, then to is used before indirect object. When we take indirect object, we will use to along with it. A pen was gifted to me. This was the second object. I took to along with it by my father. If indirect object is taken first, indirect object me, we changed it and it became I. Then I was gifted a pen. Gifted a pen. We took the second object along with just after the verb. If indirect object is taken first, direct object is used just after the verb. So these are the rules and both the answers are correct. If you cannot learn both the ways, you should learn any one of them. Okay, my father gifted me a pen, I was gifted a pen by my father, or a pen was gifted to me by my father. Clear? It will become clear to you when you practice this type of sentences. Look here. We made him president. We made him president. Here him is being used as indirect object and president is used as direct object. So he was made president by us. He was made president by us, or president was made to him by us. Clear? Next is change of imperative sentences. Now I hope you remember what are imperative sentences. Do you know it or forgot? Imperative sentence is a sentence that has order, request, advice or command in it. Okay, so this type of sentences are changed some other way. The way to make it passive voice is let plus object plus be plus V3. Okay, you will have to remember let plus object plus be plus V3. This is the first rule. Second is object plus should be plus V3. Here by is not used. Okay, object plus should be plus V3. And third one is, because I told you that an imperative sentence is either order, advise or request, so we will answer accordingly. If it is order, we will make you are ordered. If it is advise, we will make you are advised, or it is advised. If it is request, then we will make it is requested. To, then sentence complete. Look, post this letter. Post this letter. So let object this letter be posted. Okay, post this letter will become let this letter be posted, or the other way. This letter is object, this letter should be posted. Okay, this letter should be posted, or post this letter. What is it? It is advice. It is order. So you are ordered to post this letter, or we can say you are ordered for this letter to be posted. Clear? Next is omission of object. In some sentences we need not use the object. It is given in the sentence, subject is given, because without subject there cannot be a sentence. Subject is given, but we don't use this subject as an object. We leave it because it is understood, because it becomes clear from the sentence that who is the doer. In some sentences where doer is understood, the sentences where doer is understood, object is not used. The thief broke into the house. This was the active voice. The thief broke into the house. Now we know who breaks into the house? The thief. So the answer will be the house was broken in two. The house was broken in two. Okay. Now the judge punished him. So the answer will be he was punished, because the duty of punishing is of the judge. So the object, omission of object is where object is not used. The subject is given in the sentence, but when we make it passive voice, then we don't take it as the object. And dear children, it is not so easy to look at this video and learn all the rules. For this you will have to make a lot of practice. I'll send you some sentences today as an assignment, and hopefully you will do all the sentences and send me all your doubts. Okay, then on Saturday I will have a video class, and in that class I will make you practice voice. Okay, good, bye.